For example, back here in Kenya, we've seen something very fascinating. People are celebrating him to an extent where his image are being printed on public transport vehicles, something that we've never done even to our own president.
Kenyans have begun expressing their admiration for Traoré, even painting his image on public buses that transport people across the country. This act of symbolic endorsement is a powerful statement. It is rare for a nation's citizens to display the portrait of a foreign leader on their public transport instead of their own president. But why is this happening? What makes Captain Ibrahim Traoré different from the many elected African leaders who struggle to gain similar admiration? Captain Ibrahim Traoré's leadership style stands in stark contrast to the conventional, often Western-influenced governance models seen in many African nations. His boldness, decisive action and unwavering commitment to Burkina Faso's sovereignty have set him apart. Since coming to power in a military coup in 2022, Traoré has taken unprecedented steps to reshape Burkina Faso's political and economic landscape. Unlike many African leaders who rely on Western financial institutions, Traoré has rejected loans from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank.
Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Ruby Masaga. Today I want us to talk about how Ibrahim Traore has been gaining popularity around Africa and how some African leaders don't feel good about it. Well, ever since Ibrahim Traore became president, he's really been doing an incredible job, and this has gained him some recognition around Africa. But with this recognition comes backlash. And I'm here asking myself, why are these leaders feeling threatened? Ever since he became president, he has focused on protecting the resources in Burkina Faso and uplifting the life of his people. In a short time, he has done so much that majority of these African leaders have never done. Some of them have been in power for decades, but they've never done whatever that Traore has done. They've not. And that is why most people across Africa, they're celebrating him because of what he's doing. We've seen his effort. We've seen how much he wants to change the life of Africans. Not just people in Burkina Faso, but he wants to change the life of all African people. But he does not receive that kind of support from these African leaders. Some of them feel threatened by him. And I'm here to ask why. What is the reason why these people are threatened? Because they should give him that kind of support so that at least they can make a change in Africa. For example, back here in Kenya, we've seen something very fascinating. People are celebrating him to an extent where his image are being printed on public transport vehicles, something that we've never done even to our own president. We've not, but this is a president of a different country in Africa, but he's being celebrated back in Kenya. And I believe it's not just Kenyans who are doing that. Majority of people out there, they are celebrating this man for what he's doing to Africans. There was a time I saw a joke on TikTok where Kenyans were saying that Traore belongs to Kenya. Traore is Kenyan. They said that his mom was married to a Kenyan man, but she left with Traore back to Burkina Faso when he was young after she had some disagreement with the dad. Well, this is just a joke, but if people can say such a thing, it means that this person means a lot to them. They've seen something important in him. That is why they would even make such a joke about him. Because why would you just sit and start joking about a leader who you've not even seen what he's done to his people? You don't have that time. And if at all you can sit and make a joke about him, maybe you're going to make a very negative joke about him. For Kenyans to talk like that, it means that Traore means a lot to many African people, apart from some African leaders. A few who feel threatened by him, a few who are jealous of what that he's doing. Imagine Kenyans honoring a foreign president and not their own president. There must be a reason why. It speaks volume. Maybe their own president has failed somewhere and they can't tell him. Maybe they can't even tell him directly. Maybe they fear him. You never know, but for them to go out there, celebrate a foreign president, There is a message they are passing to him. It's like a father seeing his own kids going out there celebrating another man, calling him their role model and not their own father. That father is failing. There is somewhere that he's gone wrong, and maybe his kids fear him. They can't tell him, but through them going out there celebrating another man, they are passing a message to their own father. You are failing somewhere. You need to change here. And this actually hasn't sat well with President Ruto, because I hear some people are saying that he has issues with Traore. But why would you have issues with someone who is really trying to make a change? But this hasn't sat well with President Ruto. I hear some people are saying that he has issues with Traore. I don't know how true that is, but for your people to go out there, even paint another president in your vehicles, because those you don't directly own them, but you're the president of Kenya. For them to go out there, paint another president in public transport vehicles, it means a lot. Imagine driving your Porsche car, then you see a public vehicle passing, and the first photo you see on that vehicle is of Ibrahim Traore. You need to ask yourself a lot of questions. Ask yourself, where have I failed? Where have I gone wrong? What am I not doing right to my people? Because when we do good things to people, they celebrate us. So there must be a reason why your own people are not celebrating you, but another president. I believe that if my president was doing something right, his own people would celebrate him. When you see that your own people that you trust, don't celebrate you, you need to sit and ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? Where have I gone wrong? There must be something that I'm not doing right. Then change, because sometimes people will fear even telling you directly. They will fear coming to you, and they will fear approaching you and telling you this is where you're going wrong. Maybe there's a reason why they fear you. Those are some of the questions you need to ask yourself. Then change. Because your people should not fear you. Your people should have the courage of telling you directly, just like how kids would do to their parents. We are not supposed to fear our parents. When they go wrong, we have the right to sit them down and talk to them. Talk to them and tell them, this is why you're going wrong. I understand that you're my father and I respect you, but here you are wrong. Whatever you said was wrong. That is how we need to be with our president. We should not fear our president. And if your people are crying, if your people are complaining each day, you need to do something about it. Not just keep quiet and ignore their call. Maybe that is why they're celebrating someone from another country. The fact that people would look up to Traore, people would, see him as a symbol of hope, speaks volume. And it shows the kind of leadership that we've had in Africa for decades. I'm just requesting our leaders, they need to listen to their people. You've been selfish for long. It's time you start thinking about your own people. That is the only way that we can overcome poverty, we can overcome crime. The reason why young people, and I've said this over and over in almost every episode that I do, I always say this. The reason why the crime rate is high in Africa, it's because young people are jobless. And like the Bible says, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. That is why young people are engaging in crime, because they have nothing to do. They're just seated there, maybe abusing drugs. What do you expect from them? What do you expect from them? It starts with our leaders. So instead of hating on Ibrahim Traore, you need to just follow his footsteps. I know he's young, but even young, we have young people who are very intelligent out there. Listen to him. Ask yourself, what is he doing right that you're not doing, so that you can change? Traore wanted to step down the other day, but his people said, no, you're the one who's going to be the president. It's very rare to hear that your own people, your own citizen, elect you even before you go to the ballot. Traore is the first man I've seen that his own people said, no, we are not going to hold any election. We've elected you. Ask yourself, what is he really doing right? Instead of you hating on him, ask yourself, what is he doing right? He's being selfish to himself. He refused to take the president's salary. He refused so that his people won't suffer. Instead of stealing resources and allowing outsiders to come and exploit Africa, Traore is standing firm with his people. He has said that those resources belong to his people. They are the ones who are going to benefit from those resources. But other African leaders, all they do is allow outsiders to come and take advantage of us. Just because they are signing, deals with them. As I wind up, let me just say this. Instead of other African leaders creating unnecessary rivalry with Ibrahim Traore, they need to ask themselves, what is he doing right, so that they can do it, so that we can also celebrate them. That is what they need to do. Instead of hating on an innocent man, this person has had 18 attempts, 18 assassination attempts. Ask yourself, who would hate someone like that to an extent where you want to unalive him 18 times? You failed once, you failed twice, you failed the third time, and you tried up to 18 times. Instead of you hating on him, please ask yourself, what is he doing right? So that you can do it. Do it for your people. Majority of us, we are suffering. We are jobless. Majority of young people are just loitering out there with nothing to do. Nothing, totally nothing to do. Our leaders are failing us, and I'm just hoping that one day they wake up and listen to what their people are saying. Instead of you hating on someone very innocent, please ask yourself, what is he doing right, so that you can do the same to your people. We need genuine leaders who genuinely care about us, so that we can celebrate them. Yeah, guys, let me know on the comment section what you think about this particular topic. Do you think Traore is doing the right thing? And what do you think our leaders, these other African leaders, what can they do to change the life of Africans? Let me know on the comments, and remember to subscribe, like, and share as well. And until next time,